This afternoon on DC News Now.
We have a freeze warning in effect for tonight. We'll let you know how cold those temperatures are going to get.
Fentanyl poisons a Northern Virginia high school. Number of overdoses climbing overnight. A 12-year-old in court for his alleged involvement in a carjacking that ended in the death of his 13-year-old friend. Colder temperatures means higher energy bills. We have you covered with ways to save. Aid to Israel, the hottest topic in Congress. A live report from Capitol Hill on where negotiations stand. And we'll take men inside an after-school program that helps students enter high-value careers in healthcare.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey, thanks for joining us on this Wednesday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Dangerously cold temperatures have made their way quickly into the DMV.
And this is why Mayor Muriel Bowser is activating a hypothermia alert in the district. And our DC News Now weather team has activated a DMV First Warn Day. Let's get right to meteorologist Damon Matson with the first check on the forecast on this Wednesday. And my goodness, Damon, it definitely felt a little chillier than yesterday.
Yeah, no question, guys. And that's the point here, too. We were long overdue for some of this cold weather. Of course, we are here on the first day of November already. But it was the sudden change that we experienced going from the 80s just this past weekend to these extremely chilly temperatures that quickly. Check it out. We have temperatures right now right at 50 in D.C., but pretty much everybody else, especially off to the west, has stayed in the 40s throughout this Wednesday as a second cold front pushed through the area last night. It dropped those temperatures even more so, and on top of that, it brought back a good bit of wind that we're still dealing with out there this evening. Northwest winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, making those temperatures in the 40s feel more like we're in the upper 30s when you factor in the wind chill. Now, the good news is we are going to see the winds lighten up as we go into the night, but at the same time, a clear sky and those calmer winds will allow those temperatures to drop a good bit moving forward. We're in the 30s by 10 to 11 o'clock across the DMV, and then by later on tonight, widespread lows in the 20s have prompted this freeze warning that covers the eastern 2/3 of the DMV as we are expecting our first hard freeze of the season, including in the district and I-95. So it is going to be downright cold to kick off your Thursday morning. But after that, folks, when could we see some temperatures on the rise? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Developing now an overdose crisis at one local high school. A 9th student has reportedly overdosed on fentanyl at Parkview High School in Loudoun County.
DC News Now's Haley Mylon has been looking into the alarming trend. She has the latest from investigators trying to prevent more incidents like it.
That 9th student overdosed off campus just last night, and these are happening rapidly. 8 of the 9 students overdosing within 3 weeks of each other. Now, investigators are working to learn who's bringing these dangerous drugs into the Parkview High School community. All day, several deputy cars parked outside the school building, signaling the recent crisis inside. Of the 9 students, 4 overdosed inside the school building. 3 of those students required Narcan. 2 students had to be resuscitated with CPR. All of the students appeared to have taken fentanyl. That, according to the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office. They say it often looks like these little blue pills seen on your screen with the number 30 on them.
My husband and I are absolutely having these conversations with our kids.
School board member and mom Tiffany Polifko outside of Parkview High School today saying parents must have honest conversations about fentanyl with their kids.
Because it's a reality.
The school principal, Jason Jefferson, sent a message to the community yesterday, generally warning and informing. But it wasn't until the sheriff's office sounded the alarm yesterday afternoon that parents were officially warned about the overdoses. Polifko says it's on school administration to be transparent.
We can give them the information about fentanyl, but we also have to be real about what's happening within our school walls, while also maintaining personally identifiable information.
The sheriff's office didn't say what the students' ages are. It reports 18 juvenile overdoses year to date. Reporting from Loudoun County, Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
Haley, thank you. The sheriff's office tells us in addition to those 9 students, 2 other students in Parkview overdosed earlier in the year. they no longer go to the school.
And staying right now in Virginia, this time in Prince William County, where police recovered more than 4,400 suspected fentanyl pills in October. They also say they seized powdered fentanyl and ecstasy. The department is now reminding people that one pill can kill, a campaign we've heard from federal authorities as the efforts to fight fentanyl continues nationwide. And developing now in the district, we have new details about the attempted carjacking that left a 13-year-old dead Saturday night.
Today, his alleged 12-year-old accomplice was in court, and we learned he was turned in by his own mother. Daniel Hamburg was in the courtroom where he faced the judge.
Now, Daniel, cameras aren't allowed in the courtroom, but the child's mother's message was heard today. What else are you learning?
Well, Annalisa and Mark, that mother recognized her son after D.C. police put out a press release showing his photo of him running away from that carjacking scene. A D.C. police detective testified today that she called 911 yesterday when that happened. The detective said the mother allowed them to search her house, including that boy's bedroom, where they found the outfit he was wearing in that surveillance video. Now, the judge did find substantial probability for carjacking, just not armed carjacking, mainly because the detective who testified pointed out there was no gun recovered on the scene or at the 12-year-old's house. The video, police say, showed the victim, a U.S. Marshal security officer, sitting in his car about to go to work. The detective said in the video, two boys were seen walking toward the car casually, and after a brief conversation, both boys put their hands on the front part of their waistbands as if to signal they had a gun. The detective said the 13-year-old, Bernard Tony Jr., approached the car on the passenger side, while the 12-year-old who was in court today approached on the driver's side, telling the officer, "Get the blank out, you know what this is." Within seconds, the federal security officer fired one shot at Tony. The detective says the 12-year-old went over, appearing to try to help Tony at first, but then ran away. Now, the judge did say even though this was the 12-year-old boy's first offense, there were several social issues, including a history of anger management problems and issues at home, that he needed to be kept in a detention facility. That is where he is being kept until his next court appearance on Monday. We're live at the federal courthouse. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Daniel, thank you. Also in the district right now, car thefts have gotten so out of control that people who live in the riskiest neighborhoods can now get free vehicle tracking tags in case their cars are stolen. Car thefts are up 100% over the last year, close to 6,000 this year. The tracking program is a partnership with DC Police. 3 events are happening next week for residents to get their hands on those trackers. Those will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Our Randy Bass will have a full report on the tracking tags, how they work, and what residents think about them, coming up in the bottom half of the hour.
All right, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Pressure remains on Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin due to an error in the state that kicked thousands of people off of voter rolls.
The administration now says that all affected voters have been reinstated and contacted ahead of next Tuesday's elections. Still, the governor is facing some questions about why the initial number of voters removed was different than what we have recently learned. The number was said to be dozens, but we're learning that the final number of voters removed was about 3,000. Here's the governor defending his administration earlier today.
When I found out that there were roughly 300 that had been misclassified, I immediately asked the team to go back and re-scrub because I was worried about the quality of this data set. And of course, when they did that, they found over 3,000. I think what's at risk here is not only people who might have been inappropriately categorized as having committed an additional felony versus violating their probation with a misdemeanor. I'm also concerned about a number of people who did commit an additional felony who were not removed from the voter rolls in previous years.
Well, Virginia Democrats have called for a broader outside investigation into the error.
Meanwhile, ahead of Tuesday's elections, the ACLU of Virginia says it is making an 11th-hour record-breaking investment to support Democrats. The ACLU does not issue candidate endorsements, but it is deeply involved in promoting women's access to abortion. Abortion is expected to be a key factor in which party takes control of the General Assembly. Governor Youngkin and Virginia Republicans have proposed a 15-week ban. The ACLU says it plans to spend just over $1 million through Election Day on abortion rights messaging. And staying in Virginia now, exciting news for shoppers. Some shoppers, 21 years and plus over age there, who enjoy shopping at Tyson's Corner Center.
And all new this afternoon, shoppers 21 years and older can now enjoy a cocktail while exploring the common areas in most stores inside of Tyson's Center. And it's being branded shopping with a twist. Tyson's Corner Center says that it is the first indoor shopping center in the DMV region to offer this feature. Participating restaurants will provide disposable cups for the alcoholic beverages, which must be consumed within the designated areas.
An official launch event will be held a week from today on November 8th with special entertainment. A list of approved restaurants and stores can be found on the center's website. Also, guests are expected to drink responsibly, of course. And shopping at Tyson's is always fun because there are lots of stores, so that should be interesting.
Well, I think it's just interesting across the board.
There we go. Well, still to come here on DC News Now at 4:11. With the cold weather making its way to the DMV, we're looking at how you can save on your winter bills. That's coming up in today's Stretch Your Dollar segment.
And we'll be feeling that cold tonight as temperatures bottom out. We'll let you know who could be in the 20s by early tomorrow morning, coming up after the break.